And now we chop.
Hey, Jim. You know, last year we didn't really notice this big intrusion of kudzu creeping into our yard. And then I realized that it was because I was using this road quite a bit. So I think I need to bust out my gas-powered kudzu trimmer. Stupid kudzu. Ooh. All right, let's see what kind of damage we did. Well, that cut those pretty much off. Definitely cutting down this grass. That's nice. Huh, look at that. That works pretty good. All right, I gotta get sharper blades. Yeah, that's just not cutting it. And then, just like that, failure once again. After doing the pruning and the yard work over there on the kudzu, however you say it, I came back over here and I practiced a little nice smoky burnout. I was coming up here and slowed down and was really smoking them well. And then I wanted my beautiful wife Shannon to come up and do an exterior shot. Here's the interior of that burnout. But wouldn't you know, shut down here for a few minutes, come back, and the truck is barely turning over. Not enough to even start it. Wow, so I came out here, figured maybe the battery's bad. I'll pull out my battery tester and see. But then when I was putting on this little jump start thing, I noticed that this positive cable was crazy hot right here at the top. The negative cable, not so bad. The positive side was crazy hot, like burn you almost instantly. So I think there's corrosion inside the cable, and when it gets hot, it just doesn't allow enough juice to get through it. So too much resistance. So before I do anything else, I'm going to have to replace that positive cable. I'll probably replace all the battery cables. Well, now it's going to turn into some Ford beautification thing. So, if I'm going to use this as a weed whacker, it should look better. And, let me turn on the light here. Look at that hood. Whew. Wow, that paint's really bad. So I'm going to do something here that, in my opinion, will make this look better. I'm going to paint it a little bit. Let's see how that works. I was able to get it started again because I used some B12 chem tool, and sprayed the ends of the cables so it would go inside and dissolve some of the corrosion in there, and it did work and it allowed it to start, but I'm still going to repair that But this is all the prep I'm going to do here for this no prep paint job. So it's not going to be that hard to make it better than it was. Well, I have finished my no prep paint job, and I gotta say the truck looks much more the part of a weed whacker now. I tested the battery that was in here, and it wasn't that old, but it tested at the very lowest end of acceptable. So I'm going to put in a new battery that tests very, very well, and then I'm going to cut open these cables a little bit and examine the interiors and cut back however far I need to get the nice, clean, fresh copper. And then I'm going to, of course, replace this connector. Look at all of the damage from the bazillion times that this vehicle has had jumper cables put on it because this stuff is corroding. My ground cable I'm going to replace as well here. This one, I'll replace the whole one, this whole small one here, and then this one I will peel back and get to clean copper on the main one here as well. There's a lot of play in the ground cable. This, not so much. I'm going to have to extend it. I'll show you. Well, now that the clamp is removed, you can see the, come on, there we go. That green nastiness there, that's our enemy. So I suspect that that green stuff will be in the wiring at least for probably maybe an inch or so up, but we'll see when I cut the insulation back. This one looks not quite as bad, but still no good. And then this ground wire, the secondary wire here, is the one that looks like it's got a bit of corrosion and some teeth marks. A quick aside here, I was noticing that there's butterflies in the flowers, and then I noticed my beautiful bedless other Ford pickup truck, and then I noticed my Jeep body and thought, Okay, this is our secondary ground wire, and you can see the banana for scale here. So I've cut off two pieces, and when I splay out the wires, I can still see bits of this green stuff in between. So I'm going to cut back another probably 3/4 of an inch and have a look at that. Okay, so ultimately I cut about 2.5 inches of the insulation back, and when I splay out the wires here, I don't really see much of any of the corrosion reaching that far in. So everything above here has got corrosion deep down inside. All right, well, after cutting everything back, I suspected all my problems were going to be with the positive side. As we can see, I only had to cut back, a couple inches of insulation to get to the good stuff on the secondary, and maybe only, inch and a quarter on the primary there. So the real problem we had was this bad boy, my main negative cable. As you can see, if it would focus, it is gnarly, and I had to cut back a long ways. That's like, well, it's a lot. So I'm going to take my copper cutters these guys right here, and I'm going to cut off all of the corroded bad stuff and then start working on making new connections and making this work again. Okay, got new cable extensions and new connectors, and both sides seem to be good. Our light is on, so let me go try and start her up. Come on, baby. Oh, that sounded different. Okay. I think the problem has been solved. She's a beauty. Come on now. Zero preparation. This whole paint job cost me, maybe $20. Maybe a little more because I used bed liner for the bumpers as a base coat. Nice, huh? Elbow out the window action there. All right. Okay. It was effective. I don't know how efficient it was, but certainly all of the intruding vines are no longer here. Thank you, Ford. Nice. And now I have sharper blades. Thanks for watching. Come on. Which one would you choose? Huh? I thought so.